Hello students, in this video what I am going to tell you something about the torsion, and I am going to describe about what are the formulas and how can you do the numericals on torsion. So let's have a start, and how can we do that? So let's have a look. First of all, I want to tell you here is that how the torsion effects. I have already told you in my previous video, introduction to the torsion, what exactly the torsion is and what is the practical application of the torsion. And I have shown you a YouTube video on how the torsion test is performed. We are also having torsion apparatus in the Sir Syed University. So, but that is the different one. So I just want to clear you the concept of angle of twist and how twisting occurs. So let's have a look. And for example, if we are having, let's take my pointer color, and I must tell you here is that my graphics A360 is very nice in elaborating numericals or telling you the solutions. So this is, I am going to make the cylinder. It's exactly not the cylinder. Basically what it is the bar. And obviously the shape of the bar is like the cylinder, but it is not hollow at all. And when you are having any rod or bar, so what does it mean by that? It must have something, its length. So obviously we will consider it, and length can be in meter or it may be in the feet. And obviously if you are having any bar or it has a circular bar, obviously the bar is circular. For example, if you are having a steel bar, copper bar, whatever the bar is, so it must have the diameter, so there will be d. And if we will take half distance of the diameter, so it will be the radius. So there will be no objection from your side. And keep it in your mind, when you are having diameter and radius, so what does it mean by that? Its unit should be millimeter or it is in inches. So if you are having length in the feet, so you have to convert it into inches. And if you are having length in meter, so you have to convert it in millimeter to find out the diameter or radius. One more thing where the twisting occurs, so what it will be, so there will be the torsion, so that is represented by T, and the unit of torsion is what? Its torsion is what? Torque. The unit of torque is Gibbs feet, or you can say Newton meter. And what about another thing? And the another thing is that what? So let me show you. This is what? This is at which the bar rotates or twisting occurs. So that is angle theta. So at every time whenever it takes turn, so that will be the theta over there. So that is called angle of twist. So let's have a look with the formula. And for example, the angle of the twist. So what is the angle of the twist? Angle of twist is equals to theta. And the formula for angle of twist theta, TL over GJ. So G theta is in radian. This formula is for radian. And if it is asked in the question that you have to find out the angle of twist theta in degrees, so obviously you have to convert radian into degrees. But this formula conversion, and you will get the theta angle of twist in radian. So next thing is what? So where? So G, that is modulus of rigidity. And if any material have high modulus of rigidity, so angle of twist is difficult to be there. Means twisting resistance for twisting is much greater in that material if that is having more modulus of rigidity. So this is the property of the material, and its unit will be Newton per meter square, or you can say it is Pascal. And the next is PSI for the FPS system, so pounds per square inch. And one more thing you can see over here, I am getting good command over this graphics pen, and this is torque. Unit of torque is Newton into meter, Newton meter, or you can say the unit in FPS system, it will be Gibbs fit. So pounds into fit, you can also say that. And the L length, I have already told you that length is in meter or it is in fit. So length of the rod, L, length of the rod. So it may be in, length of the rod is in meter or fit. So if there is required, so you can convert it. Now the J, so the J will be what? J is the polar moment of inertia. Polar moment of inertia. So its unit of, I have already told you in my previous lectures that unit of moment of inertia is inch raised to the power 4 or millimeter raised to the power 4. So what is formula for the J is, for the circular bar, moment of inertia. So obviously resistance in the body for the rotation will be affected by its diameter. So J will be pi d power 4 divided by 32. So you can say where D is diameter. So this is all about these formulae. Hopefully it will be clear to all of you, and I am moving towards which formula? I am moving towards the formula of maximum shear stress. So let's change my slide, and here is, so tau maximum, or you can say maximum shear stress, maximum shear stress, tau maximum is equals to TR over J. So what will happen? I will put in place of R is the radius obviously, so it will be D upon 2. And I have already told you in the previous slide that the value of J, formula for polar moment of inertia, is pi d4 divided by 32. So it will be what? So it will be 32 TD upon pi d 2 pi d4. So what does it mean by that? It will be 3, it will be cancelled out, and 2 ones are 2, 2 will be cancelled out. So 2 ones are 2, 2 6 are 12. So the answer will be 16T upon T is the torque, pi d cube. So this will be the formula for tau maximum, that is maximum shearing stress. Maximum shear stress. So this is all about the derivation. So I can use, I would probably, obviously I will use this. So I can use this formula for calculating maximum shear stress. And obviously D is the diameter. So when we are having the bar, so we are talking about the bar, so it will, the diameter of the bar should be D. So this is the way to represent. And I don't think so there is a problem in understanding or getting my point or getting the formula. One more thing I want to discuss over here is that, so let's have a move on to the next slide, that if you want to convert radian convert radian into degrees, so what it will be, 180 upon pi. So this will be, and convert degrees into radian. So what it will be, pi by 180. So when you have to convert radian into degrees, so what will be the value you will get it? So you should have to multiply with 180 upon pi. So the answer will be in degrees. And if you have to convert degrees into radian, so what you have to do, whatever the value you have, for example, if you are having 2 degree, so you have to multiply 2 degree with pi by 180. So you will get your answer, your theta in radian. So this is the way to calculate or find out the convert degrees into radian or radian into degrees. So now, and vice versa. So let's have a look with the numerical, and I just want to make you clear that we are going to use angle of twist formula, and we are going to use the shear stress formula, maximum shear stress. So let's have a look with the numerical, and for this purpose, I want to go where I'm going to use another slide. So here is question number 1. So I will try my level best to make it clear to all of you guys. If you are having any query related to this topic, so we will have live YouTube session on this weekend. A steel shaft 3 feet long that has what? That has a diameter of 4 inch is subjected to a torque of 15 feet. Then it is saying, or it is, you can say, asking, determine maximum shearing stress and the angle of twist So it is saying use modulus of rigidity G is 12 into 10 to the power 6. First, we have to find out what? First, we have to find out the data which is given and which one is required. So what you have to do for that purpose, we are going to select another pointer color and we are going to mark. So a steel shaft is 3 feet long. So it is giving L equals to 3 feet. That has a diameter. Diameter is also given. Diameter of 4 inches. So I can write it down, D equals to 4 inches. Then is subjected to a torque subjected to a torque T equals to, means torque is given to us, so it is 15 kip-fit. I have already told you about its unit. And then what we have to find it out? We have to find out maximum shearing stress, that is tau maximum, question mark, and the angle of twist. So it is saying what? We have to find out angle. Where is the angle of twist? So this is theta. We have to find out. Two things are required, and G is also given, that is modulus of rigidity. It is not written over there, but G represents modulus of rigidity. So what we have to do, first we have to write down given or required of the data, as we do earlier in the intermediate. So let's have a look, and I am going to write it down, data. What are the things given? So this one is going to be this. So the given is what? L equals to 3 feet is given to us. Then diameter is equals to 4 inches. Torque is equals to 15 kip-fit. Okay, done. And now what we are going to do? Required. So what are required? So what are the things required? Tau maximum, question mark, angle of twist theta. But one thing I have left over there, that is G. So it will be get down. So I am writing here G, modulus of rigidity, also given to us, that is 12 into 10 to the power 6 psi. So what we have to do, so I am moving towards the next slide, and let's see how we are going to solve a numerical. So there I am going to write down solution of question number 1. So what will be the question number 1? So what we have to find out? Tau maximum. So tau maximum formula we have is that what? 16T divided by pi d cube. So let's have a look at the back. So the value of torque is 15 kip-fit, and D is also required, that is 4 inches. So 16 into 15 kip-fit. And you know that shearing stress is the stress, so its unit will be PSI or KSI, pounds per square inch. So here will be pi d cube. The value of D is given in the question is 4, so it will be cube. So it will be inch cube. So what we have to do, we have to convert kip-fit, because we have to convert it kip into pounds and fit into inches. So what we have to do, 16 into 15 into 1000 into 12. Then it is 4 cube, inch cube, and the unit will be here, will be what? Pound, inches. We have converted. So what will happen? It will become inch square and it will be cancelled out. So the unit will be left pound per square inch. So I can write down PSI. So when we have to calculate, pi will be equals to obviously 3.141. So the answer will be 14324 PSI. PSI means pounds per square inch. So I can write it down when I divide this value. So it will be 14.324. So I can write down KSI. So this will be tau maximum. So this is the way to calculate tau maximum. Okay, you can say maximum shearing stress. It is known as maximum shearing stress. Now, what is another question? And the another question or another required thing is that what? So let's have a look. Another required thing is that we have to find out this theta. So that is angle of twist. So we know the value of GLDT. So what we have to do, we are moving towards the next slide and we are going to write down the formula of theta. So we are going to find out theta angle of twist. TL over JG. J is the polar moment of inertia. So what we have to do, first we have to find out where I can write it down. J is equals to pi d4 divided by 32. I have already told you that is polar moment of inertia. Polar moment of inertia. So what we have to do, we have to put the value of D over here. So we will get the value of J. And keep it in mind that if it is polar moment of inertia, unit of moment of inertia is inch raised to the power 4 or millimeter raised to the power 4. So here it is in inches, so its unit will be inch raised to the power 4. The diameter was given in the question, that is 4 inches. So I will put the value of diameter 4. So the value of J comes out to be what? So let's we have a look what will be the value of J is coming out. So what we have to do for that purpose, we have to calculate with the help of calculator. So let's have a look. So what value is coming out? 4 shift cube multiplied by 3.141 divided by 32. So the answer is coming out to be what? 6.282. So the answer is coming out to be, let me check another time, 3.141 multiplied by 4 raised to the power 4, not cube. So divided by 32. So the answer is coming out to be 25.182. 128. 25.128 inch raised to the power 4. So this will be the value of J. So now it will be what? Now theta is equals to TL over JG. So for this purpose, what we have to do, so we will put its value. The value of T will be what? 15 kip fit. It is given in the question torque. 15 kip fit. Length should be 3 feet. It was given in the question. Let me show it back. Length is 3 feet. Torque is 15 kip fit. So what we have to do? So length is 3 feet. And value of J is coming out to be, we have calculated over here. So we will put J 125.128 multiplied by G. G was given in the question, that is 12 into 10 to the power 6. And it is PSI. So if it is in PSI, or you can see polar moment of inertia is in inches raised to the power 4. So we have to convert kip into pounds, fit into inches, and this fit into inches. So what we have to do for that? So let's have a move to the next slide. That is theta equals to 15 into 1000 into 12 into 3. But before that, I want to tell you one thing is that what will be the unit? So the unit, what will be its unit? So the unit will be pound inches. It will be converted into it, and the length is 3 into 12. So it will also be in inches. Then what we have to do, the value of J was coming out to be 25.128 in inch raised to the power 4 multiplied by 12 into 10 to the power 6 PSI. So what we have to do, pounds, so pounds cancel, or I can also write it down, it's pounds per square inch. So how can we do that? Let me erase this. Let me erase this, and I am going to write it down. What? I am going to write it down. How? First, I have to convert my eraser into my pointer, and I am going to write it down, pounds per square inch. Pounds per square inch. So what we have to do over here, what we are trying to do, so cancel out pounds to pounds, it will be square, cancel out, and it will be cancel out, and inches to inches. So keep in your mind all the angle, all the units are cancelled out here. So its unit will be what? Its unit will be in radians. So what I am going to do, 15 into 1000 into 12 into 3 into 12 divided by 25.128 multiplied by 12 exponent raised to the power 6. So the answer will be what? 0.021489 radians. So if there it is asked in the question that you have to find out the angle of twist in degrees, so what you have to do? Angle of twist equals to theta equals to 0.021489, and you have to convert it into degrees. So what you have to do? So you have to multiply it 180 upon pi. So you will get your theta in degrees. So I have to multiply with 180 divided by 3.141. So the answer will be 1.23 degree. 23 degree. So this is, oh sorry. So let me erase. So it will be, you can say, let me take my pointer option, and I am going to take this one. So theta is coming out to be angle of twist in degree is 1.23 degree. So this is all about to calculate the numerical, to do the numerical of the torsion, and obviously you will get an idea how can you solve this. So you will get my point, how can you have to resolve or solve these types of numericals. So it will be helpful for you, but if you will find this numerical useful, so don't forget to subscribe my YouTube channel and like my video and share with your friends and family. And one more thing I want to tell you, over there is www.nahidshahzad.blogspot.com. Must follow me over there on my blogspot, because I have written 53 blogs over there. So hopefully you will find it helpful. And if you will find any mistake and any problem in my blogs and my videos, so must tell me to improve my videos, to improve my blogs. And one more thing, what I am going to tell you is that I have successfully completed my watch hours, that is 4,000. So I got it right now, more than 4,000 watch hours. One more thing is that what I am running left with the 170 subscriber right now. So must subscribe my channel, must promote it, and must share with your friends and family. So it will be very helpful for me, and you will get more good and helpful videos, and you will get creative ideas from my videos. And obviously you are getting benefit from my videos after watching it, after learning it. So thank you so much. Bye bye.